What's good, homies? What's good? What's good? It's your man, Dr. BOA, man. Right now, we need to see. So we got on the CNI glasses, man. We're going to take a look today. We're going to see. Salute to the brothers in the building. Hey, look, if you want to be a part of this live chat, man, go ahead and jump on to the main channel page. Next to the subscribe button, you'll see a join button. Click that join button. Come on in here, man, and get yourself some of this Alphasphere magic, man, because that's what it is. It's the Alphasphere magic, baby. Come on, get some. All right, man. Salute to the brothers in the building. Jerry Kendrick, what up, man? I see you, JK. Dr. Noble, I see you, man. Zay B, what's good, man? Harlem World Breaker, SJ3, my brother. Salute to you. Always good to see you in the joint, man. Meme Donator, salute, man. Salute. Who else in the building we got in the joint, man? The Rain Carrot Show. Salute, salute, salute to you, man. Yeah, a lot of guys say we responsible for the trauma of the B-Dub, man, but you know how that is, man. Keep tapping. What up, KT? Good to see you in the joint as well, man. Spiritual Alpha in the building. My boy Texas Real One on deck. XL Pro, what's good? Sean Vire, what's up, man? Good to see you in the joint. Been a minute, man. So, man, I was going to do a dedicated piece of content to this, man, but I said this is a phenomenal enough topic with enough range where we need to look into this because we're going to take a dive on this and then we're going to tell you how to avoid this because I don't want any of you men to be caught up in this same thing that Russell Simmons is caught up in. Russell Wilson will be caught up in it in the future, but right now, Russell Simmons is caught up in it. And this thing is called the aftermath of decades of emotional attachment and financial responsibility as a result of that emotional attachment. Now, if you have children, it is your responsibility as a man to provide for those children, right? We all know this. None of us is denying that. Nobody here is denying that it is your responsibility to take care of those kids, right? None of us is denying that at all. But I want y'all to understand this. Yes, it's my responsibility, but by the same token, it is a heavy burden to carry nonetheless. Just because something is your responsibility does not mean it is not a heavy burden to carry, right? Spiritual Alpha, salute, my brother. Salute. Appreciate the 5 bones, man. So let's get into this thing, man. Trying to give the people just a couple of minutes to get in here, man. We normally play music a little bit longer than that, but today, man, we're trying to go ahead and handle this thing, man, because this is a phenomenal piece of content, and I think that we need to take a dive into it, and we'll do that. We'll take a dive into it. So when you think about what's going to be said here, let me give y'all some clarity first. I know you see in the title, after he paid over $6 million in child support, they tear him down for mental and financial exhaustion. Boy, let me change that. I need to put a space between tear and him. Boy, y'all ain't saying that to me, man. Y'all gotta be looking out for me, brothers. I ain't perfect. I get it wrong sometimes. Y'all look out for me, man. If y'all see it, you know what I'm saying? If y'all see it, then y'all can be it. All right. Man, I gotta correct this title, man. If I don't, man, it's gonna worry me to death, man. I cannot sit here with that title and not correct it. Because I'm looking at it on the screen. All right, brother. So here we go. This man paid over $6 million in child support. Over $6 million. Many of us ain't never seen $6 million. Some of us ain't seen $6 million combined in our lifetime. Over the life of all the money we made, we ain't seen $6 million. This ain't what he made. This is what he paid. $6 million. So here's what I want to do. I want to put this thing in context for y'all. Put it in context for y'all right quick, man. Now, he was married to this woman for 8 years. They pretty much had a child immediately. She got pregnant immediately. So when they divorced, the oldest girl was 8. The youngest girl was 5. He paid $40,000 a month for both of them. In the state they're in, you pay that until they're 19 and a half, right? So that's 11 years. He paid $480,000, which is $4.8 million. For 3 more years, he paid $760,000. When the oldest girl was out, the other girl was still in for 3 more years. So he ended up having to pay another 760,000. That's 240,000 he had to pay, right? That's 240 he had to pay a year. He was paying 480 a year. When one of them left, he had to pay 240 a year. That rounded up, that came out to 760. He also had to, from the time they was 16, he had to, no. From the beginning, he had to pay for a car every 2 years. He had to buy or lease a vehicle for them just for their transport that cost at least $60,000. So out of those 11 years he had to do it for both of them, we ain't gonna even count the other 3 years. We could, but we just gonna count the 11 years he had to buy a car for both of them to get around. Cut that in half, 5.5 years. Times 60K, that's $330,000 he had to pay. Now, if you want to add the other 3 years, which will get you like maybe another car out of there, add 60 to that, 390,000. For rounding sake, we're gonna round it up to 400,000. So here's a man who paid almost $6,500. Matter of fact, he paid $6,500,000 in child support over that span. $6 million. Now, what you're going to hear is them complain about he cut them off when their ass got old enough. When they got old enough and went off to college, he stopped sending money. He was sending a little bit of money. Now, think about it. When they got married, Russell Simmons, he had a bunch of stuff. Fat Farm was popping. Def Jam was still popping. You got to think about it. He had a lot of things going on. He sold a lot of ventures for a lot of money. But money, when you sell things, nobody pays you $7 million cash. You know what I'm saying? Like, they move things around. Some of that's coming cash, some of it coming other things. If it is cash, you immediately got to funnel it into things, because $7 million in paper money ain't worth $7 million. You got to go make it worth $7 million. Now let's get into this and see some of the crazy things that they've said. They have painted this man to be an animal. And I'm going to tell you, after all of those years, people, let me tell y'all one thing all men realize. People don't appreciate the shit you do for them, especially when they get used to it. If you're doing anything for a woman right now, like little things that we value, if you're giving a woman your time, man, she don't appreciate that. She feel like that's all right. If you're giving her time in person, you're giving her time on the phone, you're giving her time via text, you spending quality time with her, you're doing things with her, she don't value that at all. You know what I'm saying? You going to see her, she coming to see you, she don't value that. That ain't shit to her. Because when people get used to things, they don't care. So with however much money you pay child support, man, them children don't care. The woman don't care. They feel like it's their right. They don't understand that to even be in a position where there's a man who can pay $6 million over that time, $6.5 million. They don't understand how great and phenomenally blessed they are. So let's get into this, man. Sean Vire, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Now, I will say this. Recently, within the past couple of years, Russell did file a lawsuit against Kimora. I covered that in an earlier piece of content. And in the lawsuit, he stated that they had some stock in the company that owned quite a bit of stock in Celsius, in the Celsius energy drink. They owned the majority of the stock. Company was called New Horizons Investment Group. It was her ex-husband, now her next ex-husband, and Russell Simmons. Now, Russ said, unbeknownst to him, they used 4 million shares as collateral to bond her ex-husband out because he got caught up in a money laundering scandal where they were accused of getting, I think 4 billion out of Malaysia, just ripping people off. Now, she proved that he sold off his part of the shares before she attempted to use hers for Lesnar's bond. Now, I don't know why he sold them off. I don't know if he was convinced to sell them off. I don't know why he sold them off. But right after he sold them off, they went on and did that. You understand? So let's get into this, man. And let's not forget, she still has baby fat, which they started together. So let's get into it, man. Let's go and take a dive. This is gonna be deep, man. All right, now what you see right here is you see a happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Daddy. I love you. So no matter how much hot yoga you make me do, cool little post. They sitting up there. There it is. Father's Day. Everything seems gravy, don't? Well, everything seems gravy. But let's keep going and watch how this gets, man. Now, this is the post that sent him off the edge. I want y'all to look at this. You see the baby fat, and you see Kimora Lee, but up here, right in the corner up to the right, where that heart is, you see Happy Father's Day at Kimora Lee Simmons. Now, this man done paid $6.5 million in child support. You've lived in the lap of luxury. And not because your mama didn't have money, because your dad was on the hook to provide for you. Now, all of that money, all of those years, now think about this, all the while until those girls were 19 and a half, that man provided. Think about it. When they were born, they were in the house with him. He was providing then. Their entire lives, he provided. When does it ever get to a point on a Father's Day where a girl who has provided for like that by her father has the gall, the unmitigated gall, to say Happy Father's Day at Kimora Lee Simmons? Think about that. As much as we talk about women trying to be, and some of these women, man, the dad ain't never did nothing. So I don't listen. If you ain't never did nothing and you ain't even doing that now, still, boy, I don't fault a woman for claiming Father's Day if you wasn't never there and you ain't never did nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's kind of toxic for her to want to. I get the message, but what kind of mindset do you have where you even want to do that instead of just saying, I'm a mother, I did it all by myself? It's something done to spite the man. But how can this man who's paid $6.5 million, and we ain't talking about the other things he's done, man, he done kicked down some bread, he done paid some allowances. This money right here go to the mama. What was he doing for the girls when they couldn't handle their own money? But let's keep going. This is what I want y'all to remember. And it's going to get worse than this. This is just the foundation of the amount of disrespect you're about to see.
Why would Miss Harvard have to do that? Miss Harvard, you don't have to do that. I love you, baby. Mama has your back all the time. But you don't have to do that. And I know you're always worried, Yoki, at what people are. Yoki said, I have. Hold on. Wait, let me screenshot this. Hold on. No, hold on. Here, Aoki Lee Simmons. Aoki says, I have phone tapes of him threatening me. Now, y'all know. Why would Miss Harvard have to do that? Miss Harvard, you don't have to do that. I love you, baby. Mama has your back all the time.
This is the really sad thing, man. They putting this man on blast like this on social media. This is why I don't deal with women, man, who active on social media, man. If a woman is posting, if her voice is ever on social media, man, you know what I'm saying? Now, granted, like let's say like she's a content creator. Let's say she does type of things that maybe Crimson Cure does, or she does type of content, maybe Pink Book Lessons or something like that. I'm a little bit more open to a content creator, man, that's just a verbal content creator and ain't out here, showing body parts to get views and likes and to draw people in, or just showing body parts as content. That ain't my thing. I don't rock with that. But when you talk about getting online, sharing personal business like this, people who are always online do this type of stuff. They share personal business. They share their location all the time. They share what they're wearing. They share where they been. They share where they going. They share who they with. They share who they like. They share who they don't like. They share who been in their DM. They share who DM they been in. They share everything, man. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I don't rock with that right there. I don't rock with that. So let's get back into it, man. This is just the beginning.
I have not done anything to him. Anything he says that we've done is like, they didn't call me when I said call. They didn't post a picture of me on Instagram for my birthday.
Why shouldn't the man have a problem with that? If I say call me, call me. I done spent $6.5 million on your ass. What you mean? I can't get the respect I have. I'm telling you, y'all men got to understand, man, that don't nobody appreciate what you do. I got a premiere coming up after this, man. It's called Being a Man is Hard Enough Without Focusing All Your Time, Effort, and Energy on Unworthy Women. It's about focus, man. You got to remember that emotional attachment will put you in a dream world where you believe that because people accept your emotional attachment and they accept your gifts and they accept all of that, that they care about you, man. They care about what you do. We say it all the time. Yes, what you do is a part of you. You being able to provide that much money in child support is because you are you, but they don't care about the foundation of where it come from. They only care about the part that benefits them. I try to get you men to understand this, but you got so many beta males out here telling you otherwise that no, the woman gonna appreciate you for who she is. Well, ask all these men who to spend 10 years, 15 years, 20 years in a marriage, only to find out by the time they get out, he ain't even emotionally recovered yet, and she already in another marriage with somebody else. A woman will tell you and make sure you know that when we're done, I don't have no amount of time that I got to wait to go be with somebody else. That's why I ain't finna get in there one knee broad my love. Love? Shit, I wish I would. Why would I give you something I know you ain't gonna appreciate? Why would I? Yes, you would want me to, but why would I? Man, damn that.
Like, we have done nothing but go to school and stay out of grown folks' business and let worry about this over here. And it's my dad who, if you unblock him for 2 seconds, he starts telling you what a cunt your mother is. And how she's going to jail and she's an illegal person and she's the worst and he can't wait to watch her go to jail and die. And like, anytime you unblock him for 2 seconds, at one point he lied, said he had COVID. And so we called him like, all right, this is serious. Are you okay? And he's like, no, I just faked that to tell you your mother's a piece of shit. And we're like, all right, good morning. You're 70. Like, grow up. And I never wanted to do this because I'm like, when you work with, I had not done in college. I just got to New York. I might not even have a job now. I don't fucking know. Never baby downfalls, I guess if the name helped you get the job, might help you lose the job. I don't fucking know. But
the name help you get the job. It'll help you lose the job. You see how fast she skipped past that? It's very important that you listen to the things women say because they will let you know the shit they don't appreciate. She just skimmed past real fast. The name helped me get the job, but I guess it'll help me lose the job. No, your actions right now are going to help you lose the job. It don't matter what your name is. If your employer see you online cutting up like this, spilling your family business, you probably going to get fired. And guess what? If you don't get fired, guess what it'd be because? The family name. We wouldn't know who these girls were if it wasn't for their father. We wouldn't know who Kimora was if it wasn't for her father. She was only able to sell baby fat because Russ was able to sell Fat Farm. Wasn't nobody checking for no tall Asian model. Not the demographic that started supporting her brand. Everything that woman has, everything she's built, she owes it to the Simmons name. Everything. The Simmons boys are successful. We know Russ. We know Ron. These girls are Russell Simmons' daughters. That's who they are. You know who name they got? Simmons. I don't even know what Kimora Lee maiden name is. You know why? Because she dare not go back to that shit because it ain't got no pull. She keeps that Simmons name because that Simmons name had pull when she was a little girl. And I want y'all to understand this. Man, stop putting yourself in these situations with these women where you think they're going to value you. You value you. You value you. And then at the very moment you see someone else doesn't value you, man, you move on from them. Even if you married, guy be talking about, man, I've been married this long. What I'm supposed to do? Get your ass out of it if you underappreciated, man. What you mean what you supposed to do? Well, I'm going to lose this, man. What about the kids? What about them? You got to be a father anyway. Tell me, I don't want to do that to my kid. Well, pay child support. Do what you're supposed to do. Take care of them. Spend time with them. You mean tell me you're going to stay in a devilish situation, man? You can't even get no peace of mind in because you tell me I'm going to do it for the kids. Man, you're going to be dead before they get grown. Stress going to kill you. I'm telling you what's real, man. Let's get back into this.
Like, I did everything with so much patience, and it's like, but you're not gonna text me over and over, calling my mom this and that, and calling my sister this and that, and sending people to threaten my sister. He sent someone to threaten my sister at her house.
Man, listen how incriminating this is.
My sister's a nice person. She's a quiet person. Ming would never do this. He sent someone at the middle of the night to like take her some papers to like sign away her inheritance or whatever. And then she was like, should I be signing this? And I was like, what? He like sends people to threaten her. And Ming is a calm person. No, please stop with the bullshit about I hope you in college. No, please stop with the bullshit about I hope you find peace and privacy and this is venting. I have been dealing with this my whole life. This is not new. It's not new drama. No.
She been dealing with this her whole life. Man, that girl 8 years old when her parents split. How you been dealing with this your whole life? Now, it's going to get worse. You're going to hear the thing that they're really complaining about. You hear all of this, it's going to get down to what it's really about. And then we're going to take a deep dive into this thing. That's why I tell you, man, if you're dealing with women and with anything other than the pimp principles, boy, you're going to fail. You may be happy now, be happy as you want to be. I know plenty of men who thought they were happy with a woman in a marriage. I know plenty of men who thought they were happy with a woman in a long-term relationship. I know plenty of men who thought they were happy with a woman in a committed monogamous relationship. Then they look back on it and realize they weren't never happy. They took on the responsibility. See, being responsible for people makes you feel like a man, but you can be a miserable man and still be taking care of your responsibilities. Whatever happened to you men starting to focus on the joy that you deserve? Just because you're a man don't mean you don't deserve no joy. Don't mean you don't deserve to have no paradise. Don't mean you don't deserve to have your heaven on earth. Don't mean you ain't supposed to prioritize yourself. Don't mean you ain't supposed to make sure that you look out for you before you look out for anyone else. Just because you're a man don't mean that. Being a man don't mean you become a stepping stone or a weapon mat and let people wipe their feet on you, man. Let's get back into this, man.
Alpha rule number one, give a fuck what they say. Alpha rule number two, do your shit your own way. Alpha rule number three, always follow G.O.D. Alpha rule number four, never wife up no whore. Alpha rule number five.
Now I want y'all to understand, there is no volume to this. They just posted this man yelling. Man, you don't know what that man said. I could tell you on one part I read his lips, he said, I'm tired of y'all, I'm sick and tired of y'all driving me crazy with this. Like y'all just in my head driving me crazy. Like I'm sick and tired of y'all. That sounds like a sane man. A sane man know when he's sick and tired, but they didn't put the volume on here because they just want you to see a man yelling, looking like he's going crazy. Yes, this man is angry. This man feels betrayed. You know why? Because after I spend $6.5 million on you to make sure you have a certain life, how dare you come online and drag me? I don't care what I said. What have I been doing? Your mama got all that money. She making all that. I want y'all to listen now. Listen to what the mama gonna say about how much money she got. And they gonna sit and complain about this man because he said something they didn't like? He's supposed to be a mental wreck dealing with y'all. He's supposed to be mentally exhausted dealing with y'all. He's supposed to be financially exhausted dealing with y'all. The man money ain't coming like you used to. This man's 70 years old. Y'all dragging a 70-year-old man because he won't put some money on your fucking card. You grown. Put your own money on your card. Get your mama to do it.
Stay alive. Alpha rule number 6, don't get caught up in the mix. Alpha rule number 7, life on earth should be heaven. Alpha rule number 8, make sure your team eat off your plate.
Now, look at this. Listen, I'm so sorry to have to do this, but this man has been threatening my kids' lives. I'm hearing so much more now. We won't be bullied, threatened, or afraid. Who gives a... Listen, I'm hearing so much more now. This man has been threatening my kids' lives. Man, look at this incriminating shit they putting on this man. They drained you until your money is gone, and then they bounce. Why you think Lost Pimp left Scotty? He retired. The money was gone, and then she bounced. Famo, salute. Let's finish, man. I had to show this. Look how calm she is looking in the corner. Now look how calm she was sitting up looking in the corner. Man, they setting this man up to look crazy, dog. They set him up to look crazy. And if he does have some mental issue, they did it to him. Now, listen to what she says. She's had panic attacks to the point she was placed on emergency medication every time they spoke. She said she cannot have a relationship with him until that stops. No one stops her from talking to him. Her mental health does. She has to put that first. How come they can't understand he need to put his first? Now she says, quote, every time I spoke to you, you would yell and scream about a legal situation that I can't even respond to because I'm not involved. I'm your child, not your lawyer, your ex-wife, or any of it. I can do nothing. Yeah, you yell at me like it's my fault. You were putting so much anger and rage on me every phone call, cursing, screaming, and God knows what else. I'm sorry, but I cannot be the target of that. It's not fair. I got to the point I could not hear your voice without having an anxiety attack. Man, let me tell you something. We always talk about a man not having anyone to vent to. But that's why I create a space like the Alphasphere, man. So, well, no matter what you're dealing with out there as a man, you can have at least one space you can come to and hear somebody else talk about it. Hear somebody else share the experience that they had. Hear somebody else maybe give you a possible different way to look at your situation so it won't drive you crazy. So it won't have you around here needing to be checked into a mental institution, man, because, being a man is a hard life, man. It's hard being a man. You get out here and you start to make a better way for yourself and you realize, man, that you can't trust nobody around you. Everybody just want to be around you for what they can get out of you. If they can't get nothing out of you, then they don't mess with you. That's just truth be told. Everybody around you, man, as a man, everybody around you has an ulterior motive, whether they admit it or not. And I'm not telling you this so you can look at people and be like, y'all wrong. I'm just telling you truth. Everyone around you has an ulterior motive, man. You know what I'm saying? And the very moment they realize that ulterior motive can't be met, they'll leave you alone, man. They'll leave you stranded, leave you by yourself, leaving you handling all the things you got to handle, man, on your own. So that's why we as men have to make sure that we get out of this mindset where we just got to let a man hang over there by himself, let a man, just burn out by himself, because a woman got a million types of different support. Now, everybody who listened to this said a whole bunch of negative things about this man, and all they doing is hearing this man talking and seeing them images of him yelling. But let's keep going, though. There's a couple more pictures, man. I mean, those are just pictures over the years of, him being a dad. This is them showing how he used to be. Now, when she was a little girl in these pictures, her parents were together. So why are you showing those little girl pictures? Your ass 19, 20, 21, 22 years old now. You grown. Why are you showing us this? Yes, it's different when the man is in the house because you get a chance to experience his children. This is the same thing they say about Kanye. Kanye went kind of off the rails too. Why? Because he's in the house with people that don't appreciate him. Here's a woman that doesn't appreciate him and gonna teach his children not to appreciate him. Do embarrassing things to him out in public. Man, listen, embarrass the man so bad, put him in such an emotional state that he just went off and ran and married the first woman he met, damn near. All right, this one says, I do my best. I did not what? I did not side with anyone over any legal business. He's been directly harmful to me. He tries to get at my mom by hurting us. Since I was 16, 17, he literally forced me into needing therapy, but said sorry he doesn't have $100 a month to pay for a session. Listen, at 16, 17, I'm paying $40,000 a month in child support. If I'm paying $40,000 a month, don't ask me for $100. Ask your mama for the $100. You mean tell me out of the $40,000 you can't get $100? $40,000 to taking care of everything you need, because guess what? I'm already paying for your car. So don't tell me about you right, I ain't got $100. I'm paying $40,000 a month. You got to be kidding me. Every year I'm paying almost $500,000, and you talking about me for $100? You better go do what you got to do. You better go shake something for $100. Do something for $100. Man, listen, you can write your name on a book and go out there and sell it for $100 just cause you my daughter. These are the laziest girls I've ever seen in my life. All they think about is what they could get from their dad because their mama has raised them to be drainers of energy and finances. The majority of women you come across in this country are going to be major drainers of energy and finances. It don't matter how financially situated they are. It be women out here, man, making mid-six figures, talking about a man gonna pay all my bills. That's why you make mid-six figures and you ain't got no man. Because any man who wants you can't afford to pay your bills. And any man who can't afford to pay your bills ain't finna pay them for you. Man, this woman got millions of dollars and she's sitting harassing her dad. Harass your mama. Now, she says, Happy Father's Day. It was nice you were here last year for it, but have a great day, Dad. I love you. I hope this is the right day in Bali. See? See that text? This is what we call this toxic femininity. I'm all over the place with them like, Happy Father's Day, Dad. It was nice you were here last year for it, but have a great day, Dad. Right after, oh, you did all this to me and you made me go crazy and my mind ain't right. Happy Father's Day, Dad. Ain't no man, as a man, you can't be emotionally attached because this is the type of emotional manipulation that you will get from women if you allow yourself to be emotionally attached to them. You can't afford to be emotionally attached. Boy, you emotionally attach yourself to a woman. I promise you, the emotional gymnastics start at the very moment that she knows you're emotionally attached to her. They start before that, but they just don't affect you because you're not emotionally attached. But by the time you become emotionally attached, my brother, the emotional gymnastics will have started. And I promise you, you're going to lose every event. You're going to lose the floor exercise. You're going to lose the balance beam. You're going to lose the rings. You're going to lose all of it, boy. You ain't going to win none of it. You're going to lose the, whatever the bars are. You're going to lose the bars, the double bar, the single bar. You're going to lose all of it, boy. You ain't going to win the event. You ain't going to even place. You're going to get the lowest score in every event because when it comes to emotional gymnastics, boy, one with one circles around you with one leg broken, arm tied behind her back. I promise you she will. I'm telling you. So let's get back into this, man. This thing should be trucking on, man. This shouldn't be on here this long. I don't know what happened. I didn't think I left it on there that long. Now, if you notice through all of this, this is just Kimora and Aoki. You don't hear Ming Lee saying nothing. Okay, now here's Kimora. Leave my kids alone. This narrative of attacking the only caregiver, the only parent in the home with the kids, the mom and the kids for one's own shortcomings and embarrassments is dead. Dead. The only caregiver, the only parent in the home with them. Do you see how a woman will divorce you and then claim the title of only caregiver in the home? It's a decision she made. Now she gonna try to fault him for not being a caregiver in the home? Of course he's a caregiver in the home. Of course she's the caregiver in the home. But who was the caregiver that was outside? That makes it even more stunning that this man was paying $40,000 a month and gets treated like this by these same girls. I'm telling you, man, this is one of those things, man. It rubs me the wrong way because everybody is going to take these women's side. We live in a society where whatever they say this man did, he did it. Whatever they say this man is responsible for, he's responsible for it. It doesn't matter that this man pays $6.5 million just in child support. So when you think about that, you got to keep in mind that these are the types of things that men deal with. But let's keep going. The only parent in the home with the kids. Man, these girls grown. They off at school. You ain't at home with them. Listen, Aoki is the young girl. If she's in college, Ming is almost finished with college, if not finished already. These kids ain't at home. This woman is at home. She's an empty nester now. The same abusive ish. This is how you maneuver with the world and women all around you. Your threats and lies and intimidation maneuvers and tactics are sad. Stop it, please. Your own flesh and blood Your own flesh and blood. Enough is enough. What you mean? You see how women talk they just talk in circles? First she was saying, this is how you maneuver with the world and all the women around you. Now suddenly she jumps back to your own flesh and blood. Come on, man. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. We're gonna get into some more verbal stuff in a minute, man, where you're gonna see how these women really feel about this man. I'm gonna be honest with you. To be a man who has dedicated so much of your time, effort, and energy to this woman and these children, man, to have them act like this with you, man, it goes to show you why I tell you, man, don't give a woman anything she doesn't earn. If she doesn't earn it, then you must make her earn it.
I also want to come on here and say that I can't, between a lot of people who are close to him and who have experienced how he has, just lashed out at anyone he can and completely changed the person that he is, a lot of us feel like maybe something is wrong, like mentally, I don't know. He's older, I don't know, but he has completely changed. I will come on here and talk about whatever I want because it's my life and I'm the one suffering.
Okay, you're suffering in life. I thought you said you had a counselor. I thought you said you needed therapy. Go talk to your damn therapist. Social media is not your therapist. They were never meant to be your therapist. Of course he's changed. He's 70 years old. He's 70 years old, and he got a woman that hates his guts and the 2 spoiled brat daughters, at least 1 spoiled brat daughter. I can't even speak on Ming. Ming can't open her mouth, man, because you know what? Up to this point, Ming got sense enough not to get involved in something on social media. Maybe Ming loves her dad. But this one right here, this is a mama's girl right here. You could tell that her mama has been influencing her to think whatever her mama thinks about her dad or whatever her mama wants to think about her dad. Man, let me tell you something. After $6.5 million, don't ask me for a quarter. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't call me if you're stranded somewhere. Don't ask me for no money. Now, if you local, I'll come get you. Anything else, call your mama. Because all they talking about is what he said, what he's done. And truth be told, you know what Russell Simmons said after this? He came out and apologized to everybody for the firestorm, for the emotional firestorm that his family has caused. Still call him his family, still did all of that. As a matter of fact, before we get back into this, let me tell y'all how Russell Simmons views this woman. These are the types of things that, you know what? No, we ain't finna do that. We not even finna give we ain't finna give him no extra static on that. We ain't finna give him no static on that. We just ain't finna play no game, man. Because I'm telling you, man, it's a different ball game when you really think about how guys go about certain things. It means that you just don't know how people are gonna feel about you, man. You just don't know how people are gonna feel about you. They're gonna feel a certain way about you, man, and you just ain't gonna know how it is, man. You know what I'm saying? You just ain't gonna know how it is. So let's just keep going with this, man. We're not finna give him no props.
So he has completely changed. The couple texts I just had, those are only the beginning. I'm gonna go through them if he's gonna. I don't want to post a ton, but if he tries to say that like it's not happening, I will. I have screen recordings. I have voice memos of things that it doesn't sound like a human being. He's like shrieking and yelling, and he sounds like possessed. So I will say, I'm not even sure if it's like to his credit, but the best explanation I have is something mental going on. Because I used to be very close to my dad. He used to be a good co-parent, close with my mom, my stepdad. He was his godfather to my little brothers. We all went on vacation together every year. Like, very close. Well after the divorce. Everyone was really happy. When he had business ventures, my mom would invest in them. Like, good friends. He'd come stay with us. Like, we'd come stay there. We don't, like, all the time. Everyone.
I want you to understand, these people don't understand how much that shit broke this man down. They don't know how much that broke this man down. This man was trying to play that good guy role where he did what was necessary for those girls. He did what was necessary for them. They were growing up in the home. This man, he went above and beyond the call of duty to make sure that it was a peaceful situation. Now, you know what? At 70 years old, Russell Simmons is sick of that shit, man. He's sick of it. He's sick of having to go and act like and go and try to be this or that. That man is looking back over his life and he's realizing what kind of mistake he made marrying this woman. He wishes he had that $6.5 million he had to pay in child support, especially to this ungrateful girl right here. That man is looking back on his life with regret. Every man who has been in a marriage and got a divorce and had to pay a whole lot of money is looking back at that as his biggest regret in life. The biggest regret that a man will ever have is a marriage that ended in divorce and cost him a lot of money. There is no bigger regret. There are men who have HIV and they taking their meds and they feel better about life than a man who's gone through a divorce after a lengthy marriage where he donated and dedicated all of himself to a woman and some children and then ended up getting treated like this. Because you know what? Every last damn one of them get treated just like this. I'm not giving my all to now one of them. I wish I would. Why would I? I'm talking about from the virgin to the surgeon to the OnlyFans model who likes splurging. I am not giving my all to now one on. My all is for me. What she earns is for her. I give me the sun, the rain, the moon, and the stars and the mountains. I'll give me the world and all that I wish for and even more. BOA, I love you more than you could know. And that's for sure. That's what I'm talking about. I'll give myself the sun, the moon, the rain, the stars, the mountains, and the world, dog. I'm not finna get that to no woman. I'll give me everything. And more, I'll give it to me, dog. That's who I'm giving it to. I promise you that. I ain't giving nobody my all, dog. Because when you give a woman your all, you know what she do? She take it. And she don't give you anything in return. And when you stop giving, because you've done what? You've given your all. This man ain't got no more to give, man. He can't give no more. He done gave him everything. The man's 70 years old. He spent the last 20 years of his life since he was young, 50, young enough to get another woman young enough to hang out and enjoy his money. Since he was young, he spent the last 20 years of his life dealing with this type of shit, giving his all. And now at 70 years old, you know what Russell Wilson got left? Memories. Some bad, some good, but none that are going to affect his bottom line today. None that are going to affect his mental health today. None that are going to affect his financial health today. This man is in a terrible situation. And you know what the women who are supposed to love him do? Tear his ass down.
Together. And then really he suddenly just decided that, like, if...
I think I said Russell Wilson, man. I went Russell Simmons. Y'all know. Russell Simmons, man. My bad. Not Russell Wilson. Russell Simmons. Appreciate that, famo.
We don't agree. It's, oh, you're all like your mother. I hate you. Always the same. Oh my, I mean, he's just a different person. Like he has like looked me in the eye and I've been like, I need help. I was in Greece doing the camp and I was like, you cut off my debit card. I only got like couple $100 a month as a minor. And I was like, I'm in a foreign country and my debit card won't work. I can't even add money to it. Can you help me? And he was just like, no, I sure hope that you don't die on the streets of Thessaloniki. And I was like, no, like I'm really stranded out here. I need help. And he's like, well, maybe you should ask your mother not to sue me. And I'm like,
no, maybe you should ask your mother to give it to you. I ain't paying $40,000 a month. After $40,000 a month, you better be happy I give you $200. After $40,000 a month, also listen, I give you $20,000 and give your sister $20,000 a month. I'm supposed to, then I give you another couple $100. That's just out the kindness of my heart to make sure I give you something to make sure as a minor, you've got a couple of $100. You have the audacity to say I owe you more? They look at this man as a bank, man. That's all he's ever been to this girl and that woman. I don't know about Ming. Like I said, I think Ming has a thing for her dad. Ming is his firstborn. Your firstborn always kind of have a thing for you, man. His daughter, Aoki, and his ex-wife, Kimora, only see this man as a financial resource. Only see him as a financial resource. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because the angle that they're putting on him makes him look like a monster. All he is a man that realized he's just been used for 20 years, man. And he fed up. Anybody should be fed up. You realize you've been used for 20 years, man. You can't even get people, man, all this shit you done, man. People won't even post a picture of you on your birthday, man. Like, who does that? Like, after all of this, you can't post. You'll post to his mama and you'll post to your mama and tell her Happy Father's Day. But your daddy's birthday come around, the man who been taking care of you your whole life because he won't give your ass $200 funky dollars. You got the audacity to say, well, I ain't gonna even post him on his birthday. Man, forget these people, man. These women are incapable of love. I've been telling y'all this forever. They're incapable of loving you. They can love themselves. They can love their children, but they're incapable of loving you. They love what you do. They love what you do. Yes, what you do is a part of you, but I'm telling you, that's the only part of you they love. The moment you stop doing what you can do, or the moment they see you're not going to do what they wanted you to do, then all this ends, brothers. What y'all think, this is a lifetime? This is a lifetime love affair? No, the man who become emotionally attached, it is a lifetime love affair for him. He's the one caught up. He's the one caught up. He's the one caught up.
Pursuing her. And he's like, well, maybe when you decide you're gonna like be reasonable, I'll help you. And I'm like, this is unsafe. It's nighttime. What? You cut me off out of nowhere. And he did it like on purpose. He was like, oh, enjoy camp. I put like, you're good to go. I put money on your part. And then he cut it off when I landed. So I'd be stranded. My mom helped me. It was fun. Worse things have happened. I'm just saying, he'll like look me in the eye and be like, well, maybe when you just decide to like threaten.
Man, look how she give her mom props for help. Oh, no, it's fine. My mom helped me. It's fine. My mom helped me. What the hell? Why you ain't go to her first? She ain't did that great by helping you. Your mama just bragged about she's the parent in the household. So all the extra shit that she can't get out the 40 bands, it's her job to do it. Man, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If me and a woman, if I got a wife, we agree on a child support number, I'm paying that number. Don't ask me for shit else. Don't ask me for nothing else. We're gonna agree on the child support number. You guys better make that work. You better cut some costs, cut some expenses, but you better make that amount work. Don't ask me for nothing else. If I do something else, it's gonna be out of the kindness of my heart. You see how this girl have been trained? It's your father's job to pay for everything. It's almost like, you know how it is, man. You send child support, man. Like if you got this kind of woman, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you this, man. I don't have those troubles. You know what I'm saying? I don't have those troubles. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay like legal child support, but I pay. I give money. I know. I see what happens with my money. You understand? I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? I see it in person. I get pictures. I see exactly what happens with my money. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, this type of thing, I ain't really got to worry about that type of thing. You understand what I'm saying? And believe me, I give more than the average man does. So I give what I think is fair. It's accepted as fair across the board. And if I do something extra, I do it out of kindness of my heart. So I just say this to y'all. When you have this type of thing going on, where these children probably don't even think about the 40,000 that's coming every month. Their mom probably tell them that's to manage the household, even though she's a millionaire.
Me. So I felt that was important to include, because if we do continue to get into it, and some of the things that I post are going to look crazy, and I agree, they're crazy, and it would honestly make me feel better if something was severely wrong, because this is just not the father that I know, or the father that I've had. You know, like, to this day, I would never let a man talk any kind of way to me, because my dad was always good to me, and then he just completely changed.
That's what happens when you become a woman. You're not a little girl anymore, Aoki. You're not a little girl anymore. Grow your ass up. You are a young woman now. Stop expecting your daddy to be there like you're a little girl. It's time for you to take some responsibility for your own life. It's time for your mother to take some of the responsibility for the things that your father has been responsible for all this time. That man is 70 years old. Let him rest. Let him rest. Your mama she damn near 20 years younger than he is. Let that man rest. He's 70 years old. He can't grind like you used to. Let him rest. Damn. Girl, about 20 years old, man. See, my dad is not the same as he was when I was 8 years old. He bought me a pony. Now he won't even give me $200. Okay. He gave you, listen, what's your share of $6.5 million? I say it's $3,250,000. That's what you've had. You ain't made that in your life. That's what you've had from your father over all of this time. Do something for yourself.
So I just want to include that it could be that, and I don't know his mental situation, but like he used to do kind of crazy stuff, and then say he had COVID, so we'd all call him, or if we'd say, hey, I need some space because all you do is tell me how awful I am and how I have my mom's awful cunt genetics. So, hey, look, I'm in school, and can you not harass me when I'm in school? He wasn't paying for school, by the way. Can you not harass me? And then I would say, I'm gonna.
He wasn't paying for school, by the way. He already paid for school. He paid $6.5 million for you, over a 14-year period. He paid $6.5 million. He paid you $3.25 million over a 14-year period. What do you want from the man? You're going to school from the money that he already sent. Your mama was already a millionaire. She was situated enough where she could have just stacked his money, invested his money. What are we talking about right now? He wasn't paying for school, by the way. Hell, I wouldn't pay for school, by the way, either. If I gave you $6.5 million, I ain't paying for school. I ain't buying no lunch box. I ain't buying no lunch.
Take some time. I did also want to come.
And I never get into this. I usually let people go and rant and rave. It's funny though how this particular person in question.
Let me give a shout out to the Shade Room right quick, man. The Shade Room, the gift that keep on giving, man. The Shade Room, Spiritual World, man. Let me get a shout out to those guys, man. Those teams they're the gift that keep on giving, man. So much love, much support to them, man. If you're not following them on IG, man, go ahead and slide on over there, man. If you're on IG, follow the Shade Room, follow Spiritual World, man. You got to do it. Also follow Say Cheese, man.
Because I could go in on a few of them, one by one. But it's funny how this particular person, if you, again, go look back, you'll see on their page that they post all these pictures like we're together, like we're friends. They've even posted pictures and then said like, I just got off the phone with my kids. They sent me this great picture. None of that's true. I like receipts. So, of course, I have text messages. I have messages from all my kids. You can.
Now, let me help you understand something. Listen to what she's saying. Now, the daughter just said Russell used to come stay at their house. They used to come stay at his house. They used to all travel together like one big family. He was cool with their stepdad, his mom. They were all friends. Russell Simmons was a great guy. He was all of that. Maybe he still thinks that's the case. Because if he's posting pictures of y'all together, where the hell did he get them from? Maybe he thinks everything is still gravy. Maybe he doesn't know that y'all selling them out, that y'all selling them up the river, that y'all turn them on him like this. Perhaps the man is unaware that you guys are stabbing him in the back, and now you have built this thing up where you can stand him up and put him on a pedestal for the world to decide whether they're gonna drop the guillotine on him or not. It's a travesty, man. It's a travesty. But this Jezebel spirit, man, it will rear its ugly head in their lives. Let's finish.
Can go and see. I think the bottom line, like probably the breaking point for all of this was over the past many months when their dad just sort of cut them off.
I think the breaking point for this was when their dad sort of just cut them off financially. But she's going to try to add some other shit. Why? Now, I want you to listen to this. Listen to the amount of lies that they can't get together. That's how come I don't buy into it. Am I saying Russell's perfect? No, I'm not saying Russell Simmons perfect at all. Every man has his issues, but the things that they're saying are very contradictory. Let's take a listen.
He was contributing a little bit of cash to their like monthly, college spending, not much, a couple $100 probably, maybe $500. And so one day he just kind of cut the kids off. There was no more money coming in, no more like allowance, quote unquote allowance. I think he probably did that just to double up the expenses on me, which is no problem. I stepped up, I did it. But when he did this, it was around just before finals and graduation. It was some months ago, just before finals and graduation. And he did it without telling the kids or talking to the kids or anything. He did it, it's funny, after he did an interview with, I heard some clips from an interview with this young man. I don't know, but I see him a lot. I think his name is Academic or DJ Academic. Oh, happy Juneteenth, you guys. We're doing all this on Juneteenth. Come on, let it go. Let it out.
Exactly. You're doing all this tearing a black man down on Juneteenth. Don't try to act like you're one of us. You're not. You're an Asian woman tearing this brother down on Juneteenth. And then she has the audacity to recognize this. She has the audacity to verbally recognize that she is tearing this man down on Juneteenth. For those of you who don't know what Juneteenth is, I'm not going to even tell you because you ought to know. Go look it up. But think about this. And I want to tell y'all this too. This woman's net worth is $80 million. Her net worth is $80 million. Not 18, 78, 79, 80. $80 million is her net worth. And she around here talking about this man to cut these kids off financially and won't give them no money. Now think about this. $80 million net worth. Over the year, it takes years to build that kind of net worth. And this woman and she got $6.5 million out of this guy over a 14-year period. I'm telling you, brothers, it's different out here, man. It's different out here.
So I saw in that clip, that was some months ago too. You can go and reference it and find it, where he told this guy, he was on and on about this guy. And I think it was about old school hip hop heads and how I honor them, which I believe you should. But he was saying to the guy, like, I'm so rich, I got this and I got that, and I'm this and that. None of that could be further from the truth. He has turned around, and then again, I have records and evidence of this where he's told the kids in writing, we have it, text messages, I'm broke, I this, I that, I can't, go get it from your mom. Now, meanwhile, I have been financially carrying this person probably for the last at least 10 years, myself and my ex-husband. Again, this is all proven with receipts. So if whatever, somebody doesn't like what I'm saying, we could talk about it. We can come, we can open up our receipts. I love it. I love receipts.
Let me tell you something about receipts. She talking about the same husband that she ain't with no more, who got jammed up because he was part of a team that embezzled like $4 billion out of Malaysia. It's the same ex-husband she referring to. You understand? The man they used the stocks for to bail him out of some shit because he got jammed up for embezzling money out of Malaysia. That's the ex-husband she talking about now. And if the man is broke, if you had to help the man, why are y'all acting like the man is doing something wrong by not having the money to pay these girls? You can't turn around and say the man is wrong for not paying the money, then tell us the man didn't have the money because you and your ex-husband had to take care of him. How can you expect money out of someone you have to take care of? If I have to pay your bills, how am I going to expect you to pay mine? If I have to take you to work, how am I going to expect you to drive me? If I have to cook for you, how am I going to expect you to have a 5-course meal prepared for me? It's like expecting a 3-year-old to iron their own clothes. It's like expecting a 6-month-old to know how to use the pot and put on underwear. What are we talking about here? This is the type of contradiction I'm telling you about. And people, once they get in their emotions, they just listen to what they're listening to and don't think about it with any logic. So when it was sent to me, I heard it. I knew I had to come right on and jump right on it because I knew how people were going to take it. And I knew it was going to make Russell look crazy out here. So I came in here and said, let me break this thing down and talk about all the contradictory information that's going on. Here's the thing, man. When people get to the point where they're willing to tear you down by name in front of the world, they hate you. This woman and that daughter, they hate Russell Simmons. They hate him, brothers. This is not dislike or disdain. This is hatred. I want to ruin this man. I have spent all of these years bringing him to financial ruin. So now I want to ruin this man. That's what I want to do. But it's not, listen, the worst of it isn't even here yet. They're going to spill the beans on all this man's personal business. All of it. This is why you don't share all of your shit with a woman, man. Listen, a woman only gets information from you to use it against you later. Any man out here, me, you, SJ3, 50 Cal, Markel, Famo, True Earthling, all of us will tell you the same thing. If you give a woman your information at some point, she will use at least one piece of it against you. Even the great Dr. BOA, she will use one piece of it against you. I'm not saying you're going to be greatly affected by it, but she will turn around and take some information that you gave her and use it in an attempt to attack your character. I promise you that. And the bottom line is, a woman who does that, she's letting you know right then that she is an enemy of yours.
But I've taken care of this person to the tune of many, many, many millions of dollars to help with their bills, their overhead, their companies that they run into the ground, their unsuccessful bids, all of their stuff. I don't necessarily speak for my kids, but I think
Now, wonder she can't keep a husband. Let me tell you something. You think I want to be with a woman, man, that's still breaking that kind of bread with her ex? If you're breaking that kind of bread with him, probably breaking that kind of lead with him too.
I could take probably a good shot at it. They're sleeping right now because it's not even 8:30 in the morning. But my two oldest girls, they're young women. They're young women of the world.
Not little girls.
I think that was very tough for them that their dad like kind of cut them off and cut off conversation and cut off helping them. And he's
Wait a
even
minute.
said things to them like, "Why did you go to college? You shouldn't."
Hold up. How did he cut off conversation? The girl just said that she cut her dad off. She just said every time you unblock him. So how did he cut off conversation when they have to block him? Wait a minute. Hold up, brothers. Hold up. If somebody's not talking to you, you don't have to block them because they're not bugging you, right? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong now. Somebody tell me. Somebody put in the chat if I'm wrong. Put in the chat if I'm wrong. If you have to block someone to make them leave you alone, that means that they didn't cut off the conversation. Am I right or am I wrong? Somebody tell me. I don't know. Maybe I'm old school, man. Maybe I don't know what the hell going on with talking and blocking folks. I thought you block people who you need to leave you alone. I didn't know you block people who already left you alone and then say that I ain't know that. I didn't know that you say people always they getting on your nerves, they driving you crazy, they making you have to take anxiety medication. How they doing that when they left you alone? How they doing that every time you talk to them when your mama say they ain't talking to you? Help me understand. Your mama say he ain't talking to you, but you say he blowing you up, talking to you crazy. Somebody lying. Somebody lying. He can't be leaving you alone and blowing you up at the same time. Somebody lying. You see what I'm saying? Women will get together as a unit and attempt to destroy you, brother. I promise you they will. A woman will get with your own mama and they will attempt to destroy you. Your current woman will get with your ex and they will attempt to destroy you. Your woman and your side chick will get with each other and attempt to destroy you. Two women that know you got them, you could be in a polygamous situation, they will get together and attempt to destroy you. Y'all must understand this. So when I tell you, man, you got to get the prism of the ism, man, and put the principles into this thing, man. I ain't telling you to go out here, man, and put a woman on the corner or do nothing like that. I'm telling you, when you're dealing with a woman, you got to deal with a woman with that mindset. What is her value? What value does she bring to you? If she brings no value to you, then why are you giving her your time, which is so very valuable? Explain that to me. Let's get back into this, man. Got a little way to go.
And cut off helping them. And he's even said things to them like, "Why did you go to college? You shouldn't have gone to college. You wasted that money. You could have saved it." While I'm up here trying to hustle the kids over the finish line. A lot of people here know both of us, and they know he's wrong. All the friends have said, "This is wrong. This is crazy. We don't understand it." But they still support him. I feel like it's one of those things where he's just like a bigger than life kind of, powerhouse. And so he just kind of turns and manipulates the press and people and to believe, anything like gaslighting, like that didn't happen. I didn't do that to you. Uh, I didn't do those things to you. I didn't, you're imagining things.
Your credibility has been shot. You can't even align yourself with your daughter enough to not say the opposite of what she said about the man. So at this point, everything you're saying, maybe you're the one who's imagining things. Maybe that's what it is. Because we haven't heard Russell speak. So we don't know if Russell gonna tell the truth or if Russell gonna tell lies. But we know one thing right here: somebody lying.
How many countless women have said this, have been told this, I should say, or would say this to you? Myself and my 2 girls who are adults included. You guys didn't just start to see my kids. We didn't just go through a divorce. We went through this divorce, I don't know, 20 years ago, 20 some odd years ago. So this is not a situation, again, you can get receipts, you can go see where they say like, oh, kids been brainwashed, but we've been fine up until these past several years. So, what happened? All of a sudden now the kids are brainwashed. All of a sudden now these young women who are grown women are babies. They have their own relationship with you. You have
Hold on. Who are grown women right now are babies. What are you talking about?
your own not existent relationship with them. I'm just asking that you please leave us alone.
How can a man have a relationship with people who cut him off? They already said they blocked him. The girl said she had to block him. How can you have a relationship with someone who blocks you? Your own non-existent relationship, it was their choice to make the relationship non-existent. If someone blocks you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yes, if you block me and then you unblock me, I'm going to tell you about you and your mama because I know you got your mama in you and that's why you blocked me. Let me tell y'all something, brothers. Emotional attachment is the weakest position a man could ever be in. The weakest position a man could ever be in. Man, I done stopped that too fast. Hold up.
I've tried to go to lawyers and get help. I've tried to show all the crazy texts I've had to block. Like, you do crazy shit, like send flowers to yourself and take a picture and post it on the gram and tell everybody I sent you flowers. Again, I have receipts of all of this. I have receipts from your office saying that you sent flowers to yourself.
Man, they trying to sink this boy. Okay, now when she was live, here's Aoki in the comments. She says, I'm going to have to block them. Then somebody said something to her. She said, Grace, shut up. He's literally in my phone taunting me about my mother and sister. You duck off. Okay, he's taunting you? He's taunting you. That's what we're doing. You're taunting. Here she says, nobody relies on him. He's flat broke and won't even get me an Uber at night if I'm unsafe. He says, take the subway. Good luck. If he's flat broke, how can he get you an Uber? You see what I'm saying? People will call you flat broke and then complain about the things you can't do because you flat broke. Hey, y'all, hold on, man. These people calling me about my car, man. Give me a quick minute. I'm going to mute out right quick. All right, man. They should have your boy ready by 11, 12 in the morning, man. I've been without the Mach 1, man, for been about a month right now, boy. You know what I'm saying? Summertime, weather looking good, sun be beaming, man. Time for me to bend a corner, man, smoke up the block, man. Pull up beside one of them LE1s or them pull up side of Hellcat, man, see if they can give me a run. All right, man. So nobody relies on him. He's flat broke. Won't even give me an Uber at night if I'm unsafe. He says, take the subway, good luck. Why are you in an unsafe place? That's your fault if you're in an unsafe place. Why are you in an unsafe place without money for an Uber? Stay your ass at home if you ain't got no money. Your mama worth $80 million. Your daddy is broke, as you say. Let your $80 million mama take over the responsibilities and stop trying to tat this man down for money he ain't got. We tried to keep it private. He literally taunts and bullies us every day. But he taunts and bullies you in private. So what in the hell does what he does behind closed doors have to do with what you're doing online right now? It makes no sense, man. It makes no sense. And finally, she says, I have phone tapes of him threatening me. It's not okay. He's literally ruining my life. He's literally ruining your life. Ruining what life? The pampered little girl life that you have? The pampered baby doll life that you have? You don't have a life. You're an immature girl. And you are allowing your mother to put you in a situation where you are turning on the only man that you could have ever relied on no matter what. Now, as this man is broken mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and possibly physically at 70 years old, you ask yourself, is it worth it to put yourself in a similar situation? Is it worth it to put yourself in a similar situation? Would you like to put yourself in a situation like this? I wouldn't. I won't. So let me tell you, men, 10 ways to keep yourself out of this type of beta male step mangina situation that these guys out here telling you to be in. You hear these guys telling you, man, my woman shouldn't work. She shouldn't work. She shouldn't do no work. No, I don't want to see my woman folding clothes. I don't want to see her doing that. Let's talk about 10 ways to keep yourself out of this situation. Number 1, accept yourself for who you are and love it. Accept yourself for who you are and love it. Man, I love who I am. If people can't deal with who I am, I just don't deal with them. I love who I am. And I only want people around me who love who I am. Yeah, am I perfect? No. I don't have no filter. I say whatever come up, come out. I don't have no filter. I say whatever I think. When people can't deal with that, then you have to really consider, man, cutting people off if they can't accept, if they can't love you for who you are. I'm not talking about accept you. I'm talking about love you for who you are. See, acceptance is one thing, but notice I say accept yourself and love yourself for who you are. Number 2, always put more value on your strengths than on your so-called weaknesses, because your strengths are the things that carry you while your so-called weaknesses have time to work and improve. Self-improvement is not about improving your strengths. Self-improvement is about proving those things that I call normalcies, because we really don't have no weaknesses. We have strengths and we have things that are just normal about us. You have time to work on your normalcies when you allow your strengths to carry you. And how do your strengths get stronger? By carrying you. You get stronger as you carry the weight. Now, number 3, actively work to strengthen your normalcies using your strengths as building tools. Hitch your normalcies onto your strengths. Every normalcy has a commensurate and contingent strength. Listen, use your body as a unit. Use your mind as a unit. Your mind, body, spirit, all of those are one part. They're one part of one human. Stop separating them. Figure out how to work them all in concert, and that way you constantly self-improve and constantly strengthen yourself. Number 4, never rely on stuff to give you confidence. Stuff confidence versus self-confidence. Stuff confidence is what will get you caught up in taking care of a woman that view you as nothing but the bag, like Kimora Lee and Russell Simmons. Number 5, work on enhancing your internal being, because it's the only difference between you and everyone else. Everyone can get in shape. Everyone can make money. Everyone can look good. Everyone can eat good. Everyone can drive some good. Everyone can not wear nice clothes. Everyone can wear nice shoes. Everyone can wear jewelry. Everyone can do all of that. Your internal man is what separates you from everyone else. Number 6, don't listen to anyone who tells you your self-worth has to be monetized. Don't sell yourself. Your self-worth is what it is, man. Your self-worth is based on yourself, not on what somebody give you for it, well, not on what somebody won't give you for it, not on how somebody else appreciates it. It's based on yourself and how you feel about that self. Number 7, self-education is the key to self-worth. What does that mean? Know yourself. Know yourself true so you can show yourself true. You understand what I'm saying? Number 8, validate yourself with the knowledge your opinion matters more than anyone else's. Whatever I think about me matters more than what you think about me, matters more than what they think about me, matters more than what he thinks about me, matters more than what she thinks about me. Number 9, never accept anyone as a prize to you. Always view yourself as the prize simply because you know you will always be true to self. You can't trust anyone else to do that. You can't trust anyone else to always be true to you, but you know you'll always be true to you. You know, even if you lie on the surface, internally, you got to keep it real with yourself. You got to accept the truth internally. That's the only thing you can trust like that. And number 10, give yourself accolades for your accomplishments instead of waiting for others to do so. I don't need no awards. I don't need no ceremonies. I don't need none of that. I don't need you to tell me what I accomplished. I already know it. And I don't need your man-made contraption to show me that, to make me appreciate it. You understand what I'm saying? And the number 11 thing I tell you, do not legally marry a woman in the United States, boy, or anywhere in the Western civilization. It is a bad deal for you. Unless you're a man who ain't got no money and you marrying into the money, a la Mary J. Blige can do. If you ain't doing that, man, don't you do that. Don't you do that. It don't make no sense. So look, brothers, I appreciate y'all being in the building, man. We're going to go ahead and slide on out of here. We've been in this thing about an hour and 20 minutes. That's good enough for an early day show like this, man. Hey, look, y'all be looking for King Ray Ray a little bit later on, man. King Ray Ray coming up. If you haven't subscribed to the King Ray Ray channel, go ahead and do that. My brother, SJ3, my brother, Famo, B. Flemings. Appreciate y'all being in the building, man. We got some super chats up here. Let me catch these super chats before we get out of here, man. I saw a few of them come in, man. Let me catch them. I don't want y'all to think, man, that I'm dropping the ball on the super chats. All right, Spiritual Alpha. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the 5 bones, man. Good to see you in the joint. Junior Hall. Appreciate the 2 bones, man. Salute, Doc, when you're dropping that Cover Girl song, man. Man, trying to get the video ready for it. It's coming. Trying to get the video ready for it. Sean Vire. Appreciate the dime, brother. Appreciate it. Full Circle Essentials. Appreciate the 5 bone. Preach. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you being in the joint. D. Smith, appreciate the dub. Keep exposing that truth, homie. Deep dive on them. Salute, D. I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. You know I'm on the job, man. Done at home. Salute, man. Appreciate the dime. We got to do what we got to do, man. Joseph Williams, welcome to the GLG, man. Appreciate you joining the family. Joseph Williams again, appreciate the $3 super sticker, man. I appreciate it. Man, that boy here keep jumping back up. What's wrong with it? 50 Cal. Appreciate you, bro. Green Label Gang representative. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the 5 bone. Peace of mind above all, brothers. It's a serious thing and nothing to be played with or about. It is, man. Peace of mind, boy. Peace of mind is priceless. All the way priceless. SL, appreciate the 5 bones. Just want to say thank you, good brother. Peace. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate you being in the joint. All right, man. Let's slide on out of here, man. Look. Let's go ahead and do our thing, man. And since we talking about Cover Girl, man, let's go ahead and slide out of here, man. See if we're gonna slide out of here. Maybe we'll slide out here to the Cover Girl, man. All right, let's go ahead and do that, man. Let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna slide on out of here, man. Peace.